Okay, we are working with a multi-step formula here, problem. It's on time card, section 1.3. This is basically most of the front half. If you read the question, Eddie Irwin works in the data processing department at a local medical center. He is required to keep a weekly time card. You're using this information given in the time card to calculate the hours worked. And then down here below, you got to calculate how much pay. So you do this as a multi-step process. What you have to do is you have to figure out how much he worked before lunch, how much he worked after lunch, and then the total for the day. So we're going to do this. Okay. So what you do is, I'm going to move this aside. You take the starting time, which is going to be on the bottom since that's where you started from, and you're going to say at 8:15, don't forget your colon, started work. You worked until lunch at 12 o'clock, and then you went to lunch. You came back after at 12:30, and you worked till 4:30 in the evening. Okay. You're going to find the differences, which is subtraction. So you can't take 15 from 0, so you have to borrow. And in time, you're borrowing 60 minutes. Okay? So 10 minus 5 for 3:45 in the morning. And this one, you can either do the military time, but 12 noon, you're restarting. So you can change that to a 0. And you work 4 in the afternoon. Add the two together and you come up with 7 hours and 45 minutes for that day. Recording 7 hours and 45 minutes here. You then go back and do the second number, which is start time of 8:30. Work till lunch till 12:30. And then for lunch, you go at lunch, you come back at 1:10 and you work till 5:10. Find the difference. So 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon, add them together. 4 plus 4 is obviously 8. Don't forget the colon, 0, 0. So 8, 0, 0. Okay. The next one is, again, start time is 8:35. And you work till 12:50. Afternoon, you come back at 1:30 and you work till 5 o'clock. Okay, so you have to borrow. Be 5, 1, 4 hours and 15 minutes in the morning. Can't take anything from 0, 0. Remember, you're borrowing 60 minutes. 60 minus 30 is 30. 4 minus 1 is 3. So you're going to add the two together and you have 7 hours and 45 minutes. So 7 hours and 45 minutes. Okay. For the next time period, you have start at 8:15. And you go to lunch at 12:10. You then come back at 12:45 and you go home at the end of the day at 220, excuse me. So, can't take 15 from 10, so you're going to have to borrow. 10 plus 60 is 70 minutes. Then you have to borrow again. 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. 11 minus 8 is 3. Have to borrow, so 3. 6 plus 2 is 8. Have to borrow. 5, 7, 35. Remember, 12 you can treat like a 0, so 335. Now, since this is kind of complicated, I'm going to do top to bottom addition. So 3 hours and 55 minutes in the morning, 3 hours and 35 in the afternoon. You're going to add these two together. 0, 6 plus 3 is 9, 3 plus 3 is 6. 60 minutes per hour, so you subtract 60 and you're left with 30. That extra hour goes over here, 7:30. So 7:30 here. Okay? And then the last day of the week is start work at 8:25 in the morning. You go to lunch at 1:15. Come back from lunch at 1:50. And you go to home for the day at 5:30. This is a little bit different than the other ones. You are splitting noon here, so you're going to have to add 12 hours to this top one. 12 plus 1 is 13, which is how the military does it. Borrow is 12. 10 plus 6 is 70. 5 minus 5 is 0. 7 minus 2 is 50. 12 minus 8 is 4. Again, borrow. 0, 4, 3. And then you add, you're going to come up with 7, 90, 60 minutes per hour. So that's going to become 30. And this will become 8. So on your last one is 8:30. Those are your only days. We'll pick up in the next one.